Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We're continuing to read from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, chapter 16. We had been reading the prayers by the Nagapatnis. Then we also started the prayers by Kalia. So reading on, Tvaya Shishtam Idam Vishvam.
Payal or Bhaktapriya Mataji, if you would like to read.
Tasya Shrishtam Idam Vishvam
Dhatar Guna Visarjanam.
Tata Guna Misha Janam
Nana Swabhava Viryaujo.
Nana Svava Vivayacho
Yoni Bija Shayakriti.
Yune Vija Savya Kushdi.
Translation and purport by the disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O Supreme Creator, it is you who generate this universe, composed of the variegated arrangement of the material modes. And in the process, you manifest various kinds of personalities and species, varieties of sensory and physical strength, and varieties of mothers and fathers with variegated mentalities and forms. Commenting on this verse, Srila Madhvacharya has quoted the Narad Puran as follows. From Hiranyagarbha Brahma comes the second creation of this universe. But the universe is primarily created by Vishnu himself. Vishnu is thus the primary creator, and the four-headed Brahma is merely the secondary creator. So Srila Madhvacharya is commenting on this verse, explaining that how, because people know Lord Brahma as the creator. So Madhvacharya is helping us understand that Lord Brahma is actually the secondary creator. The first creation is done by Krishna, by Lord Vishnu. We heard in Bhagavatam also, Canto 2, Canto 3, many times we heard about the creation. So the modes of nature are also created by Krishna. And depending on the different modes of nature, people take on different bodies, have different consciousness, different types of senses. And then, of course, they will have different mothers and fathers, depend on whose wombs we are coming in, based on the modes of nature. So there's 8,400,000 species of life. And that is the varieties of desires that we want to enjoy in. So we get different types of bodies to be able to enjoy this material world in different capacities. Is that okay?
Just one, Hiranyagarbha. So they are
Hiranyagarbha.
calling Brahmaji Hiranyagarbha. So
Yeah.
is it because they are referring to the one of the avatars of Lord Vishnu, right? Krishna's Hiranyagarbha.
Yeah, Garbhodaksha is called Hiranyagarbha, right?
Okay, perfect.
So Lord Brahma is coming from uh, Garbhodaksha Vishnu. But here in this verse, Lord Brahma is being called Hiranyagarbha.
Yeah, so that's what I'm asking, that why. So like वही ना, इसका मतलब यही हुआ ना, जो
He's
उनसे जन्म
coming
लिया,
from
he's
the
because he's coming from Garbhodaksha. Okay.
navel of Lord Garbhodaksha Vishnu.
Okay.
Yeah. Vayam cha tatra bhagavan.
Vayancha Tata Bhagavan
Sarpa jati uru manyava.
sapajati urumaya
Katham tyajam stvan mayam
katam tajams tadvayam
dustyajam mohita swayam.
dush dush dushtayam mahita savayam.
O Supreme Personality of Godhead, among all the species within your material creation, we serpents are by nature always enraged. Being thus deluded by your illusory energy, which is very difficult to give up, how can we possibly give it up on our own? Kalia he is here indirectly begging for the Lord's mercy, realizing that on his own he can never become free from illusion and suffering. Only by surrendering to the Lord and obtaining his mercy can one be released from the painful conditions of material life. So, Krishna has created different modes of nature, different species are influenced by the different modes. Here, Kalia is a snake, so he's in the mode of ignorance. And so he's saying, being in the mode of ignorance, we are always very angry. And our condition, our illusion is so strong. How can we come out of this illusion? Yeah. How can we are bound by the moods? It's like we are on a chair and somebody has to tied us up to the chair very tightly. So we cannot get free by ourselves. So the only way we can become free is somebody comes and frees us. So by surrendering to Krishna, then Krishna frees us from this material world. The Guru, the spiritual master, frees us from the illusion of this material world. So we surrender and Krishna gives us mercy. Krishna is saying in Bhagavad Gita also, Sarva Dharman Parityagya. And once we surrender, we receive Krishna's mercy, then can we release from painful conditions of material life. We are suffering here in the material world. Many of us don't even understand what the suffering is or whether we are suffering. But actually the suffering is there because we are separated from Krishna. We have a very intimate, loving relationship with Krishna. But here now in this conditioned state, we have completely forgotten this loving relationship. And that's why we are suffering. Is that okay?
Yes.
Bhavan hi karanam tatra
Bhavahi karanam tattva
sarvagyo jagadishvara
Savajojaga Ishvaraha
anugraham nigraham va
Anugraha Nigrahava
manyase tadvidehina.
Maya Satat Vidhit Vihehitnaha.
O Lord, since you are the omniscient Lord of the universe, you are the actual cause of freedom from illusion. Please arrange for us whatever you consider proper, whether it be mercy or punishment. So here now Kali is saying, you are omniscient, you know everything. You are the only one who can remove us from illusion. Now I am surrendering to you now as you deem fit. You want to give me your mercy or you want to punish me, it's up to you. So we can see here the real surrender of Kalia. He's not forcing Krishna. No, you must. You must be merciful to me. I surrendered, Krishna, so you should give me your mercy. No, he's saying now whatever you want. So here we can see real surrender depending on Krishna. Because we may say, oh, well, I did so much. Sorry, Krishna, I surrendered to you. Now why you're not giving me a mercy? But up to you, Krishna, whatever pleases you. Shishukuvacha
Shri Sukha Uvacha
iti akarnya vacha praha
Iti Akarya Vachah Parha
Bhagavan karyamanushaha
Bhagavan Kraya Manojaha
natrasteyam tvaya sarpa
Natvan Satyam Tab Tabya Savat
samudram yahi machiram
Samudra Tapyathi Machadyaram
swagyati apatya dharadhyo.
Itya Akarya Vacho Parha.
This one, swagyati apatya dharadhyo.
Oh. Sorry. Savajatva Apratya Datyo
Ko nirbhirbhujyate nadi.
Gone Pre Brojate Nati.
Sukadev Goswami said, after hearing Kaliya's words, the Supreme Personality of Godhead was acting the role of a human being, replied, O serpent, you may not remain here any longer. Go back to the ocean immediately, accompanied by your retinue of children, wives, other relatives, and friends. Let this river be enjoyed by the cows and humans. So Kalia, he had polluted this entire lake here in Yamuna. So Krishna is saying, now you go to the ocean. The ocean is fit enough for you to stay, because but in the middle of the ocean, there's no other people living there surrounding the ocean. So Kalia also has enough space. Here he is in this lake, and then there are the Brajvasis, the cows, and then even the plants and the trees on the banks cannot grow. So it's like you go to the ocean. Ya etat samsmaren martyas
Ya Eta Sam Saprap Matyat
tubhyam mad anushasanam
Tupyama Anusasaram
kirtayan ubayo sandhyor
Kitaya Upayo Satyo
na yushmad bhayam apnuyat.
Na Na Yus Na Yusva Prahyam Apun
If a mortal being attentively remembers my command to you to leave Vrindavan and go to the ocean and narrates this account at sunrise and sunset, he will never be afraid of you. So Krishna is saying, if one hears, he speaks of this pastime in the morning at sunrise or sunset, that Krishna is telling Kaliya, now you go to the ocean, leave Vrindavan. Then Kaliya, who is so fearful, the one will not be afraid of Kaliya anymore. So remembering this pastime and sunrise and sunset. Yosmin snatva mad akride
Yustim Satwa Ma Akrite
devadim starpaye jale
Devatin Tapayat Nahit
uposhyo mam smaran archet
Uposhama Samarat Achet
sarva pape pramachyate.
Sava Parhi Pramujate.
If one bathes in this place of my pastimes and offers the water of this lake to the demigods and other worshipable personalities. Or if one observes a fast and duly worships and remembers me, he is sure to become free from all sinful reactions. According to the Acharyas, the Lord spoke this verse to make it clear to Kaliya that he could by no means remain in the Yamuna lake. Although the Lord had mercifully pardoned the serpent and ordered him to go to the ocean with all his associates, Kaliya should not even consider requesting to remain in the lake, because it was now to become a holy place for spiritual pilgrims. So Krishna is making it very clear to Kaliya that you cannot live here anymore. You have to go. And whoever comes and bathes here and remembers this pastime, bathes in the place of my pastime. So this is Kaliya Ghat. And offers the Yamuna water to the demigods, other personalities. Or Krishna is saying, who observes a fast and duly worships and remembers me. So whoever comes there bathes, he's observing a fast, worshipping Krishna, remembering Krishna, all his sins will go away. Sure to become free from all sinful reactions. Mm. So Kaliya Ghat is there now. Of course, the Yamuna is not there so much. Yamuna is shrunk. Dvipam
Just one
Ramanakam.
question, Shilpaji. So this time, it is not the Sukadev Goswami has not given the benediction yet of listening the whole story. It is the Krishna who's giving the benediction to Kaliya,
Krishna. Yeah.
right? This is the
Krishna is giving
benediction.
benediction to anyone who
Everybody.
comes and
Okay.
bathes there.
Yeah. So this is the benediction for people like, but it's the Sukadev Goswami has not given the benediction yet.
Yeah.
Like how
that's
he
right.
gives the benediction in the end of, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah, Krishna is saying this.
And then we'll also discuss like what the Kaliya represents, right? After
Yeah.
we finish this. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. According to the Acharyas. No, we did this, right? Dvipam Ramanakam Hitva.
Dipam Ramanakam Hitvam
Radam Etam Upashita.
Itam Etvam Upashataha
Yad Bhayat Sa Suparnastvam.
Yabayasa Suparastvam
Nadyan Mat Padalanchitam.
Natyamapada Nanchatam.
Out of fear of Garuda, you left Ramanaka Island and came to take shelter of this lake. But because you are now marked with my footprints, Garuda will no longer try to eat you. So there was a curse on Kaliya. That's why he was afraid of Garuda. And Garuda, now Krishna is saying, but my footprint is there now on your head. The Garuda is not gonna come and attack you anymore. Shirishirvacha
Hrideshu Uvacha
Mukto Bhagavata Rajan
Mutto Bhagavan Rajam
Krishnin Adbhuta Karmana
Krishne Buddha Karmanam
Tam Pujyam Asamuda
Dhampujam Yang Ashamukta
Naga Patnyascha Sadaram.
Nagapatayascha Satam.
Sukadev Goswami continued, my dear king, having been released by Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, whose activities are wonderful, Kaliya joined his wives in worshipping him with great joy and reverence. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comments as follows on this verse. The word Adbhut Karmana indicates the Lord's wonderful activities of saving the residents of Vrindavan from Kaliya, saving Kaliya himself from Garuda, and bestowing grace upon both the victims of violence and the committer of that violence. The word Krishnena by Krishna indicates that because Kaliya's wives were great devotees of the Lord and offered him loving affection, Krishna withdrew Kṛṣṇam, both Kaliya's offense against the Lord's devotee Garuda and that against the residents of Vrindavan who were very dear to him. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is explaining how wonderful Krishna's activities are, Adbhut Karmana. So it's so wonderful that Kaliya, he harmed the residents of Vrindavan. But Krishna is not only saving the residents of Vrindavan, he's also saving Kaliya. So he's merciful to both the victim and also the one who committed the violence. This is Krishna's mercy. Now, why has Krishna given this mercy to Kaliya?
Because Kaliya surrendered to Krishna.
Kaliya surrendered to Krishna.
And the Naga Patnis prayed because the pure devotees prayed for him.
Yeah, because of his wives. The devotees prayed for him.
And now
Yeah.
Garud cannot harm, right?
Now Garud
Kaliya.
cannot harm, so Krishna is protecting Kaliya. Krishna has forgiven Kaliya that he harmed his Brajbasis, and also he is giving benediction. Okay, Garuda also won't be able to touch you. So we can see the power of devotee association. It can really save us. Huh? Yeah, otherwise Kaliya would have been dead. Krishna would have killed him. He was almost dead. But because his wives are devotees, and Krishna has given him the mercy. This will be longer, right? Did you all want to add anything? Any comments?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
So for this this chapter, so like we which devotee sometimes maybe we have too many problems. So if devotee someone always want to judge or argue everyone, so it's like sometimes I feel like a cardia or like also made my heart become to cardia too many things blah 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 in my heart. So we also can reading this chapter and to thinking Krishna teach and surrender try to surrender Krishna and everything problem will end.
Yeah, as we had been speaking earlier, it's something like anartha nivriti happening. There's some situations may happen where then we are forced to give up uh, our lower nature. Helps us. Krishna is helping us to give up our lower nature, right? Because in the heart, sometimes we have collected also so much bad qualities, maybe envy, maybe anger, maybe. And then the more we hear and chant, then Krishna, who's in our heart, he helps us remove all these impurities from our heart.
Even someone never give up to argue, but we first day we are heart become to calm down and everything
Yeah,
will change.
that's right.
And even we hear something, we my heart now can like which this person dancing, I just will stop and just focus the sadhana and Krishna, right?
Yeah,
More
that's right.
important, we are heart change is more
Heart
important.
change. That's right. We need to pray to Krishna. Please change my heart. Krishna, I have so much dirt in my heart. It's so difficult for me to clean it myself. I don't even know what dirty things are there in my heart. So how can I even clean it? but please help me clean my heart. Please help me to give up this nature of feeling hurt or by argument or something. And Krishna helps.
Mm.
And good, we can read this pastime, of course.
Mm.
Here we are
Thank
reading Kalya represents unnecessary toxicity and destructive pride. Unnecessary, Kalya was troubling all the living entities around Vrindavan, not only the people, not only the cows, but also the trees, the animals, the birds, the insects. He had too much poison. Too proud, he became too proud.
We are human being nature also have this quality, so why we suffer in the material world, right?
That's right.
Mm.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
right.
Yeah, I also thinking maybe I have too much power. Just I not show this, but Krishna know this. So maybe may sound lila. They I know I'm too much power inside. So so
That's right.
maybe understand.
Yeah, that's Krishna's mercy. You know,
Yeah.
it's Krishna's mercy on us that he makes us show that I have so much pride. Otherwise, we will go on lifetimes and lifetimes without knowing what we are collecting in our heart. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Mataji. It's
Thank
really
you,
helped
Bhakta
me
Priya.
go this time. Thank you.
Yeah, especially this pastime of Kalya, especially for Anartha Nivritti, can be seen how he's so envious. And by devotee association, by surrender to Krishna, then how he has a change in heart.
Mm.
So we also have so many demoniac qualities, our lower nature. And if we associate with devotees, take shelter of Krishna, how Krishna is also helping us to change our heart.
Mm.
Okay,
Thank you. Mhm. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you so much.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you all. Hare Krishna. You had a question or comment?
No, all good.
All okay, good. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening and joining. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.